All right, everybody, welcome back. We are diving deep today
Ape?
into the world of Celestia,
That's right.
also known as TIA on the markets.
Yeah.
And this is a really interesting one. You know, we try to bring you guys stories of cryptos that are doing interesting things, that are seeing, price movements.
Yeah.
And TIA has definitely been making some noise
It has
recently.
almost 55%.
Yeah, well, 55% pump in just a week.
In a week.
So something is definitely going on here, and we want to find out what it is.
For sure.
So to start off,
So-
what is Celestia? Like, how would you describe it to someone who has never heard of it before?
Well, basically, Celestia is trying to solve two of the biggest problems, I think, that the blockchain industry is facing today.
Yeah.
And those are scalability and data availability.
I hear those terms thrown around a lot,
Yeah.
the crypto world.
Sure.
What do they actually mean, though?
So scalability just means that as blockchains get bigger,
Okay.
as more people use them, it gets harder and harder to process all those transactions.
Yeah, it gets really slow.
Exactly. It gets really slow and expensive.
Yeah.
And so scalability is how do we make sure that blockchains can keep up
Right.
as they grow.
They can handle it.
Exactly. Data availability is kind of similar
Okay.
because the idea there is all the information on the blockchain needs to be accessible.
Right.
So everyone can verify that everything is correct.
Yeah.
But as you get more and more data
Right.
on the blockchain,
Yeah.
it gets harder to actually store all that data and make sure that everyone has access to it.
Right. So it's like, if the blockchain is a library,
Exactly.
you need to make sure that all the books are in order and on the shelves and everyone can find them.
That's great analogy.
And that it's not overflowing.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's really important for developers because if they're going to build these really cool decentralized applications, like we're talking about DeFi and NFTs,
Metaverse stuff.
all that good stuff, it all relies on having this
Yeah.
really robust and reliable data layer.
Okay. So essentially, Celestia is like trying to be like the foundation
Exactly.
for other blockchains to be built on.
Think of it as like the bedrock.
Okay,
The
go ahead.
strong foundation that you can build a skyscraper on top of.
Okay. And I guess that kind of plays into what we're talking about here with this price pump,
Right.
because they did just implement a pretty big upgrade.
They did. It's called Ginger.
Ginger.
Very cute name.
I like it. Yeah.
But what it does is actually pretty significant.
Okay.
So they've managed to double the transaction speeds
Wow.
on the Celestia network.
So things are twice as fast.
Twice as fast.
So does that mean then that all the applications and stuff that are built on top of it are twice as fast?
They benefit directly from that.
Okay. So what's the secret sauce? What are they doing that other blockchains aren't?
Well, one of the key things that Celestia is doing is it's this modular architecture.
Okay.
So think of it like Lego blocks.
Okay. Right. So you can take different pieces and put them together to build whatever you want.
Okay.
And that's what Celestia is letting developers do.
Oh, okay.
They can choose the best execution environment for their app, whether they need something that's super fast, or maybe they need something that's extra secure or has some special features.
Okay.
They can mix and match these different modules.
Wow. So it's like customizable. Basically.
Exactly. It's all about giving developers that freedom and that flexibility.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the price action now, because as I mentioned, it's up almost 55% in a week, which is insane.
Huge.
But there was also this massive token unlock
That's right.
recently that I know can sometimes spook investors.
Yeah.
So what was the deal with that?
So this token unlock happened on October 30th.
Okay.
And it was worth a whopping $839 million.
Wow, that's a lot of money.
That is a lot of money. Yeah. So what does that actually mean, like for people who don't really understand token unlocks?
Sure. So basically, imagine a company
Okay.
that issues new shares of its stock.
Okay.
Right. So what that does is it kind of dilutes the value of the existing shares because now there's more shares out there.
Okay.
So in the short term, the price might go down a little bit.
Yeah.
But if the company is doing well and it's growing and it's profitable, then in the long term, that price is going to go back up.
Okay.
And so that's kind of the same idea with token unlocks.
So it's like a short-term dip?
Yeah.
But long-term, it might actually be good because it means there's more tokens out there and more people can buy them.
More liquidity, more people can get involved.
Yeah. Right.
And what's interesting with Celestia is that even though we had this massive token unlock, the prices continued to go up.
Yeah.
So that suggests that investors are pretty confident.
Yeah, they're not scared.
They're not scared.
They think it's going to keep going up.
Exactly. They see the potential.
I think we also have to address, though, like the overall market sentiment right now is very positive.
It's super bullish.
I mean, Bitcoin just hit a new all-time high.
Yeah, 99,000.
After the U.S. election, which is crazy.
Wild.
So do you think that that is also playing a role in Celestia's growth?
I think it definitely plays a role.
Yeah.
When the whole market is going up, it tends to lift all boats, including Celestia.
Right. So it's kind of like riding that wave.
Exactly.
Okay. So let's say someone's listening to this right now. They're like, okay, Celestia sounds cool. I want to get in on this.
True.
What price levels should they be watching? What are the key things to look out for?
So there's this concept in trading called support and resistance levels. And you can kind of think of it like a tug of war between the buyers and the sellers.
Right.
So when the buyers are winning, the price is going to go up and it's going to break through those resistance levels. And when the sellers are winning, it's going to come back down to those support levels.
Okay, so the resistance level is like the ceiling.
Exactly.
And the support level is like the floor.
That's it.
Okay.
So for Celestia right now, the key resistance level to watch is $8.50. Okay. If it can break through that, that's a really strong signal.
That it's going to keep going up.
Exactly.
Okay, and then what about the long-term target?
Long-term, the target that a lot of people are looking at is $12.
$12.
Okay. Which would be a significant gain from where it is right now.
All right, so break through 8.50.
Yeah.
Aim for 12.
Exactly.
And for anyone listening who is interested in maybe buying some TIA, where can they find it?
You can find it on all the major exchanges.
Okay.
Coinbase, Binance.
Perfect. So it's easily accessible.
It is.
All right. Well, as always, guys, do your own research before making any investment decisions.
Absolutely.
But from what we've talked about today, Celestia definitely seems like a project.
Yeah.
With some serious potential.
For sure.
They're tackling some big problems in the blockchain space.
Absolutely.
They're making some real technological advancements.
Yeah.
And investors seem to be confident.
It's exciting.
Yeah, so it kind of begs the question. If Celestia keeps doing what it's doing, could it actually break into the top 10 cryptocurrencies by market cap?
I don't know. That's a good question.
That's a question for another day.
We have to wait and see.
All right, everyone. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into Celestia.
Appreciate it.
Until next time.
Later.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.